Hello guys, welcome back to another Boro Talk. We've played a few games since our last Boro Talk. 1-1, drew 1 and lost 2. I'm making it after the Swansea game, after getting beat 2-1. I won't talk about the previous games because you've probably seen it all and there'll be too much repetitive, but I'm going to talk the main point. I think the thoughts of playoffs now are on absolute thin ice. If anything, an absolute mile off. An absolute mile off for playoffs. We have to win 3 games on a bounce, despite other teams not picking up points. I mean, that's like including goal difference as well. Barnsley have a game in hand, which is Derby on Wednesday night, I think. But I thought I couldn't watch all the Swansea game this afternoon due to not being able to get a link and no stream available. And obviously I don't have Sky TV, but I watched the highlights. Worth to talk about first, that first goal. And like a lot of them lately, it was absolute nonsense defending. Howson and Boro, with the two of them together, I think, clash. And then they head the ball in the wrong direction. And then, without even considering he wouldn't when you got a ball in a split second. IU was right down there and it set up the perfect opportunity for him. And of course, after they go 1-0 down. And of course today, a load of blaming things on refereeing decisions, which you've heard all from me before. I am personally not. Yes, we should have had a penalty, but the ref only has a split second to see it. And I, at first, when I watched the highlights, didn't think it was a penalty until it showed you on slow motion where pushes our man, I forgot who it was now, pushes our man down, and yeah, it was clearly a penalty seen on slow motion, so it might have been hard for the ref to see in one split second decision. And yes, that was definitely a penalty. Like Saville, it was a silly mistake of him sliding his legs right in front of their man. But yeah, it's always Swansea away we concede a penalty. The last 3 seasons in a row we've conceded a penalty. Swansea away. And the problem was conceding penalties. I don't think we've had one saved since the time Dimmy saved one at Nottingham Forest back in about 2015. Well, I might be wrong, but that's the last I can remember. Might have been one since. But yeah, I won't blame the refereeing decisions to why we lost the game. I'll simply blame it to the fact we had 90 minutes to score more goals. And as our normal problem is, if they concede more than 1 goal, we don't win the game because we can't score more than 2. That's simple our problem. We cannot score enough goals, 100% guaranteed. Yes, they beat Birmingham City 4-1 before Christmas. That was a one-off shock. And I have a chance to get in the playoffs. 11 games left. I think it's a very big miracle if we do. Yes, they could put a run together. You never know, but couldn't see the consistency lasting. And they basically nearly have to play top 2 form to get in 6th place now. I'd say, well, I'd nearly say we're not even a 6th place rival, which is about the highest we could hope for at the minute. And none of our games coming up are guaranteed wins. Yes, they have the full current bottom 3 to play, but they've already been beat off 2 of the bottom 3 already. Games we've got left. Stoke next week. Won today, ended their bad run, but sometimes when I win a game after a bad run, confidence can build too much, and we could be lucky next week and or play well and manage a win. Then they have Preston on the Tuesday or Wednesday. Yet again, another one team who can be hit and miss. Then they've got Millwall away as well, another tough one. And after the international break, they have the Easter weekend. They play Bournemouth, Watford, then they play Barnsley, QPR, Rotherham, Sheffield, Luton and Wickham. Very last game. Aye. Of all the playoff rivals at the minute, which I'd say, well, kind of us, just about. And then there's Cardiff, Bournemouth, Barnsley of 6th place rivals. Maybe it's even Reading for if the slip and one of them manages to get above them. Out of all them, us and Cardiff have the easiest games, and Bournemouth, I'd say, have the hardest of who I've looked at. We never know, Bournemouth might be able to still do it on all the hard ones, and of course Woodgate is doing really well as a manager at Bournemouth. Aye. Yeah, that's how you could do. We could look at fixtures and think, oh yeah, we could get a run there, but you have to take every game as it comes, and as we've already seen it this season, no game's a guaranteed win. Well, leave your thoughts on what you think. Please drop a like, subscribe, and goodbye.